లాస్ట్ లైన్ లో కూర్చున్న వాళ్ళు అడగండి. యా, వెరీ గుడ్ మార్నింగ్ గైస్. Hello. Yeah, is the voice clear? Who is sitting in the back? No? Yes. Call them. వాయిస్ రీసౌండ్ వస్తుంది. హలో. Stop talking, all of you. Yeah, let me know if you are not able to hear it properly. Who is sitting in the back? Is the voice clear? Able to hear? Okay. Yeah, online students, am I audible? Okay. So last day, we've just been talking about creating the user interfaces. And to create the user interface, the first option, what I said is HTML controls. By using the HTML controls, we can create user interfaces by using HTML controls. And last class, we learned about how to use HTML controls to design the user interfaces. Yeah, we just completely use the HTML controls here. And we are just trying to fill the values. Click on the save button, and it is going to launch you the corresponding view back again. So add EMP calls back, add EMP only. Okay, so we are writing a get and post methods. Add EMP is calling back add EMP. And then I was teaching you about this one. What is that? Array, to create your HTML controls, we have another option called as HTML helpers. With the help of HTML helpers also, we can create HTML controls. Okay, how to use helpers? @HTML dot, you are going to call a method. What is the method? Text box, dot text box. And you can create a text box like this. And for this, what I said, there is a predefined class called as HTML helper. And internally, an instance of that particular class is going to be created. What is that? HTML helper is the class, and instance of the class is HTML. So we are calling it at the rate HTML dot, and we are going to call the methods, not like one method. As I said you in the last session, there are a number of helper methods that are available to you using which we can create your controls. And the syntax is at the rate HTML dot, whatever the control it is, not like one control, guys. We have so many controls that are available. Begin form. What did he create you? A begin form is going to be created. Same way, end form, action link, checkbox, drop down list, hidden list box, radio button, label, text box, text area, display, editor. Like this, we just have different options that are available. Well, watch it, guys. First, we'll start with the begin form. Begin form. There are different overloads. It's a method now, so it's overloaded methods now. First one, begin form. If I use this, it will create you a form tag. It will create you a form tag. And the default method is post. The default method is post. But you'll have a doubt. Sir, in HTML, default method is get now. No, this will create you method as post. Did you understand me? If I use a HTML helper will create you the method as post, not as get. Second, the default action is the same page. The default action is the same page. No, I want to tell the action name and controller name explicitly. We can use the second overload where you can tell the action name, controller name also. Third option, action name, controller name, any route values. If at all you want to pass any route values, we can pass them from here. Fourth option, action name, controller name. I want to use get method. See, in HTML default is get here. If you want to use post, we say method is equals to post. But here default is post. But if I want to use get now, then I should use this now. It's a enum. Form method is a enum. Form method dot get. We should write that now. And fifth one, action name, controller name, route values, and the form method. Like this, we have different options for creating a form tag now. Okay, just watch it. How do you use it? Watch it. I started a block now. I'm writing HTML dot begin form. Place all your controls here. HTML dot end form. This will create you the begin form tag, and this will create your end form tag. There is another way to create a form, guys. There is another way to create it without writing begin form, end form. And within a block, you can write like this. It's a different style. At the rate using inside of it HTML dot begin form, open the curly braces and write up the code. Means you're combining both the two things now. Means this block is directly coming here. And see, guys, and no need of writing end form again. No need of writing end form. Why? You started a block now. This is all considered as like a form block. Either you can write in this style or you can write in this particular style also. Both will create a form. If you write in this style, compulsory you require to use end form. But if you write in this style, no need of using a end form tag. Is that clear? Now creating a label. How to create a label? HTML dot label. Value. We want to give a value for the label now. Second option. You can give a name and a value. Name and a value. Third option. Name, value, attributes. Last class I said you attributes. We can set like a class attribute or something we can set up now. Same way. Text box. Different overloads. First one, name. Second one, I shown you all these options in the last class. Object, default value. Third one, name, default value, HTML attributes. I want to get a password text box. HTML password. Directly, string name. Directly, you can use a string name. String name, string default. String name, string default, object, HTML attributes. Okay, now let's do one thing, guys. I want to create a login form now. I just want to create a login form. Guys, I'm going back to our yesterday's project. Voice not clear. What about now? Can you check, guys? Is it okay now? Now it's okay. Okay, fine. In this, let us add a controller now. Already we have a controller in the last class now. What is that? EMP controller. Now I'm adding a new controller called as account controller. I'm adding a new controller called as account controller. Add a controller. I will name it as account. Look, guys, I want to write a method for launching the login. Public view result login. Hmm. Public view result login. Return view. Guys, I want to write my second method. I want to write my second method. What did I say? When you want to write your second method, either you can give the same name or either you can give the same name but decorate the method with a HTTP verb. What is that? Get on post. Second option, give a different name. Second option is give a different name. Yeah, you can give a different name also now. So shall we try a different name now? Public view result. I will name this as validate. This is what I was telling you in the last class. Option one, both methods can have the same name. If both methods are having the same name, you need to decorate them with HTTP get, HTTP post. Okay, now. No, I want to give two separate names. Then there is no need of decorating them with HTTP get and post again now. Are you clearer? So one method name is login. One method name is validate. Now let us add a view for the login. Let's create a login view. Right click, add view. Look, guys, I want to create a form now. Okay, how to write? At the rate. How to write it? Two options I said you to write the code. First option, start a block and write HTML begin form, end form. Second option, at the rate using HTML.begin form. Okay, I'm writing in the second style. Watch. At the rate using HTML.begin form, and all of you watch, it will show you all the overloads. 13 overloads are there. I shown you only 5, but there are 13 overloads for the method. Okay. And guys, listen, this is going to generate me a begin form and form and by form tag. Okay, we will add the controls, run this first, and let us see the HTML code that is rendered. Let us see the HTML code that is rendered for us. Yeah, right click, view page source. All of you observe form. You did not tell the action attribute. That is why by default, what is it taking? What I said to you already in the last class. Action is always the same again now. So login is again calling login only method. This is what I said. Your default HTML method get, but this is going to create your method as post. If you are using this, you don't require that method is equals to post. If you use HTML form, then you should write method is equals to post, but you are not required. Is that clear? No, I want a different action method now. Which method? Validate. I want validate as my action method. If that is the case, come on, let us specify that here. What is that? Validate. The validate is the one what I want to specify. All of you observe one thing, just a minute. First one is default, no parameters. Second one, route values. Third one, route value dictionary. We'll talk about all the things. Fourth one, what I'm trying to show you, there is no method which takes only action name, compulsory action name, controller name, both should be specified. That's what I'm trying to show you. Are you clear? We don't have a method which takes only action name. You're required to specify the action name also and controller name also. Okay, run again and watch the output. That's what, see the rendering code. If you see the rendering code, initial stages, see the rendering code so that you'll understand what exactly is it generating for you. What is it? Account validate method post by form. Generated your form and by form tag for you now. Okay now? Now in this, I wanted to place some text boxes. I want to place some text box. Yeah, if at all you want to place a text box, that's a simple thing, guys. How do you add a text box? Okay, first I want to add a label. @HTML dot label. @HTML dot label. What do you want to show? Username. I'm just giving @HTML dot label username. So this is going to create a label now. What is the text? Username. Okay, and observe it. A label doesn't require a name. A label doesn't require a name. Why? You don't read that value in the code. You don't read that value in the code. What is it generating? See, label for user underscore name. The text by label. There is no ID, there is no name. There is no ID, there is no name. See, why, sir? Hey, label value, why do you read in the code? Label is a text what I'm showing to user. I don't want that value to be read in my code now. What value should I read in my code? Text box value is what I want to read in my code, not a label value. Okay, well, just a minute. Break. Now let me add a text box @HTML dot text box. Tell me what is the name of your text box. What do you want the name of your text box? You can give any name you like now. I want to give the name as a TXT user. Choice is yours. I want to give the name as TXT name. This is the name I'm using for it. Okay, run. Created a text box. View page source. Observe everyone. Generating everything now. ID, name, type, text, value, empty string. Value is empty string. Next. @HTML dot label. Password. @HTML dot password. Give the name of your password text box. TXT password. TXT password. Sorry, go to view page source. Input ID password, name password, type is password. Type doesn't, generally password doesn't have a value. For a text we have a value there, but a password there will not be any value. Value is something for a password value should be entered by user only. We don't give a default value now. So that's it, that doesn't have any value. Next, I want to add two text boxes, sorry, two buttons. I want to add two buttons. And for creating a button here, I don't have HTML helpers. I just require to depend on your HTML buttons one. Input type is equals to submit. Value is equals to login. Do I need a name for a button? Do I need a name for a button? No. Why? I'm not going to read this in my code now. I'm not going to read this in my code. Tomorrow, in any scenario, if you want to read this value in the code, then only you need a name. Otherwise, name is not required. You won't read this value in the code. Button, I won't read the value in the code now. Same way, input type is equals to reset. Value is equals to reset. My login form. So I just got the login form now. Okay. I want to enter the name, something, and I want to enter the password, something admin @123. Something is a password. Admin @123 is a password. And if these values are correct, it has to show me a valid user. Otherwise, it has to show me invalid user. And all these actions should be performed when I click on the login. And just guys, you did not write a view for the validate. Validate? Method is there, but view is not there. That's why what error came now? View engine error. And see the address bar. Last class, remember, addemp called addemp only. But today, login called validate. Login called validate. Okay now? Now, I want to read these two values in my code. One way to read. Last class I explained, you remember. One way to read. What is it? String. Remember, this is one way to read. Second option. Form collection. Second option. Third option, model. You can write a model class. Yes or not. You can write a model class and also read it. But here we have fourth option also. What the fourth option? You can read like this also. String name is equals to, what's the text box name, guys? TXT name. Use the request object and read, guys. Request dot form of TXT name and string password is equals to request.form of TXT password. Okay. When I talk about this, you have a doubt. Sir, yesterday you did not say this option for us. You said only three options. What are the three options I showed you in the last class? Let me open the EMP controller. First option, model. Second option, form collection. Third option, parameters. Yes or not? But I did not show you the fourth option yesterday. The reason, why I did not show the fourth option yesterday. Watch it. Why I did not show you, or it doesn't work in the yesterday scenario. Reason is, how do you write public? No result, add EMP. Inside of it, you are going to write what? Like this. Correct now? That doesn't work yesterday. Why doesn't work? Overloading two methods with the same names and parameters are not allowed. Did you understand me? Yesterday, compulsory parameters are mandatory. Why names are same? But today names are same or different? So today we have four options then. Yesterday we have only three options, but today we have four options. What is the fourth option? Request off, and you can read the values. Yesterday, this I did not show you. Reason is because if I want to use that, the two method signatures are matching up now. Array, overloading doesn't accept that now. Yes or not? What overloading tells you? You can define multiple methods in the class with the same name with the different parameters. When parameters are same, overloading will not work now. That is the reason why I did not talk about this in the yesterday session. Yesterday I showed you only these three options, but today you have four different ways to read the values. All the three what you learned yesterday will work, plus the fourth option. Are you getting my point or not? Okay. Well, inside of this, we are just trying to write some code. What is that? A simple thing, guys. Not much great. If the user is valid, I'm just checking up now. That's all. I said, name is, okay, whatever the name. Name is admin. Here, just a minute. Now, if the name is admin, password is admin123. Return view. Okay, not a return view. Actually, if the name is admin, I want to do two separate things here. What is it? If the name is admin and password is admin123, I want to take you to a view, guys. I want to take you to a view. I take you, but just listen. What is it? If the user is valid, I want this name to be accessible in all the pages. Did you understand me? I want to access this particular name in all the pages. In how many pages you go, in every page, the name should be accessible to me. If that is the case, you're required to store it in a session. You're required to store it in a session. A session of name is equals to name. With a failure, I want to access this particular name in one page only. Which page? Failure. Array, when a failure, why I want this name to be accessible in all the pages now? I don't want that. When a failure, I'll take you to view. There only I want to access it. There only I wanted to access it. Are you getting me? Then same thing, what you can say? View data of. This only I was talking about earlier. When you're using the sessions and view data and all, first analyze yourself where you wanted to use them. Did you catch my point? First, analyze yourself where you wanted to use them. You want to use them in all the pages. You want to use it in a specific page. You want to use in all the pages. Storing session. For this user only, not for all users. If it is for all users, application. But I want to access this name for accessible only for one user, but in all the pages. So session. But in a failure, why all pages comes into picture? But in a failure, why all pages comes into picture? There is no all pages coming into picture now. Are you clear? Okay, listen, still not over. Now, return view, I want to take you to a view called as success. And here, I want to take you to a view called as failure. Are you guys clear what I'm showing you? I'm not taking to a view with the name called validate. I'm just writing two separate views. Success will take you to success view. Failure will take you to failure view. First time showing you simple like this here, but actually, if it is success, you have to go to home page of the site now. That is what their home page should come now going forward. For the timing, I said success there. That's all. If it is a not a valid login, it will show you a page telling you, array, your credentials are wrong. Retry again now. I'm taking you to a separate page. Which page? Failure page. So now I need to add two more pages in my site now. One is success. One is failure. Come on. Let's go to the account folder. We have one page already. Login. Now let us add two more views. Add a view. Success. And add another view. What's it? Failure. Two views are created. Now let me come to success view. What I want to do in the success view? Nothing, guys. For the time being in the success view, I want to show a message. Hello, username, whatever is the name. Welcome to the site. Welcome to the site. Come on, let's do it. H3. Hello. At the rate session of name. At the rate session of name. Welcome to the site. Welcome to the site. Same way, if it is an error, I'll go to failure. And the failure, I want to show a message. What is it? Hello, the name. The credentials you supplied are invalid. The credentials are invalid now. That's it. Again, H3. Hello. Sorry. At the rate view data of name. Your credentials are invalid. The credentials are invalid. Just trying to show a simple message in both the two places. So first, let's start with login. Come on. Yeah, what are the values we used, guys? Admin at the rate 123. Huh? Okay. Account login. Yeah, guys, observe. Account login. Username admin. Password admin at the rate 123. You can check here. In Edge, you have the password visibility option. Chrome doesn't have, but Edge has this option. For password text boxes, you can just see the password here. Okay, in Chrome, you won't see. Yeah, click on login. Valida, invalida. Valid. Now go back again. Wrong password, login. Valid. But both of them are calling the same only, validate only. Your action method, that's what you learned in MVC. In MVC, address bar will always show you action method name only. It won't show you view name to anyone. But what is your view name? The first one is calling you success view, and second one is calling you failure view. It doesn't show the view names in the address bar. What you see in the address bar is only action method names. Did you guys understand me? So today, I shown the same thing what I shown yesterday. But today, I have just tried in a different way. What is it? The first thing, we used HTML helpers. Are you clear? Second, to read these values, we used the request dot form. We did not use the three options. What I explained to you, those three will work here also. Yes, those three options will work here also. But here I said you there is a fourth mechanism to read. Why? Because we have two separate names. Guys, if this method name is also logged in, then it's an error. It's an error. Why? The rules of polymorphism. What is that? Multiple methods can have the same name, but their parameters should vary. Compulsory parameters should vary now. Understood? When I give different name, names are different, then there is no restriction. No. Then I can use this. That's why I did not show you this in the yesterday session. Am I clear, all of you guys? Okay. Well, how are you passing these values? Get method or post method? Post method. Why? Form by default is taking as, if I can I use get method? If I want to use get method, what is it? Comma. There's an enum called as form method, guys. Form method is the enum dot. It has the two options here. Verify. Get and post. The two options, get and post. Default is, now I'm changing to get. I'm changing to get. Now the values will go how? As a query string, do you remember? Okay, run. Let me enter admin at the rate 123. Enter correct values only. Okay, now click on login and you see the values in the address bar. See the values in the address bar now. Values are correct or not? But it was telling you invalid credentials and the name is also not coming there. See, 2 minutes back this worked perfectly. Yes or not? Why, sir? Why we got this problem? The reason is the way you are reading the values. If the method is get, the values will come as a query string now. You are required to use request dot query string. You're required to use request dot query string. Remember, this is a very important question in the interviews basically. How do you read the values that are passed as a query string using request object? We need to call request dot query string. If the method is post request dot form, basically these are collections, man. Behind the screen, these are collections. This is a query string collection. This is a query string collection. Values will come in a query string collection format. So we need to read from the collection now. But if I use method as a post, the values will come as a form collection. These are two different objects. One is query string collection, one is form collection. Now what is coming now? Query string collection. Earlier, form collection. Then I should use request dot form. Here I should use request dot query string. Okay, after changing this, will the code work or not? Let us see. Login worked. And you can see the values, Okay, this mechanism worked. It is just working for me right now. Okay, but now we have a doubt. What is the doubt? Sir, it's confusing now sometimes. If I change to form, if I change to post again, I need to change request.form. If it is get, I need to change to query string. Yes or not? Without this confusion here, don't write query string or don't write form also. Don't write anything at all. If you write like this, what is the advantage? Get also will work, post also will work. Did you catch my point? Get also will work, post also will work. Right now you're get a post. Right now it's get now. Come on, run and see whether the code runs or not, whether it executes or not. Working on? Okay, let us change this. How to change? Dot. Array, if you don't write also post only. Default is post only. But still, let us use it like a post. No issue. Even I don't write also, it's post. Now also the code should work. Understood? See, listen. Use request dot form for reading the values when the submit method is post. When the submit method is post. Next, use request dot query string for reading the values when the submit method is get. Use request object for reading the values when the submit method is, I don't know the submit method here. I don't know the submit method now. Maybe it's a get or a post. I don't know. Can be changing. What use? Directly use request object. So how do you write in the first case? Tell me. String something str is equals to request dot form of string. The key, nothing but the control name now. Here. Request dot query string off. Third case. Don't write form or don't write query string. Same case where request of string k. Enough. Is it clear, everyone? Yes or not? Okay. When you don't know correctly, this one. Sir, I'm very clear that is query string. Then say request dot query string. I'm very clear the form collection. Then request dot form. I'm not sure. Request. All the three will work. Is it clear? Okay, but if you want to test this, you need to change the action method name now. That is what I shown you. Yesterday I shown you same names. Today, that's why I changed your names and shown you. Is it clear, all of you? Yes or not? Okay, so like this, I've just been showing you all the different options. Just a minute. Guys. Okay. Just a second. I want to do some styling for my pages here. I want to do some styling for the pages. You guys learn CSS. You know how to do styling. What are three types of CSS styling? Inline, internal, external. What is inline? Within that element only, we use style attribute. We use a style attribute and we write the style for the control now. That is called inline. What is internal? In the same page where in the head section using style tag. That is the answer, not in style tag. In the head section using style tag, we define the style. And that two types. What is it? Unnamed and named styles. Unnamed styles are generic. Means we are specifically writing for a button and write the style. Second option, we use a name and we apply the name by using a class. Third option, external. How do you write? We write a set of styles in a separate file with the name, with an extension .css. What you write? Named styles. What do you write? Named styles. We write some named styles. Afterwards, we can use that style sheet file under multiple pages. Are you clear? We can use that style sheet files under multiple pages. I hope you guys are clear what I'm telling you. How do you apply? Class is equals to, and we apply the class. Okay. All of you know all the three options now? Okay, then answer my question. I will give you one CSS file. I will provide you a CSS file. Okay. Now, can we use that CSS file in our project and apply the styles which are already predefined? I am not writing the CSS file here. I will directly give you one CSS file that has some styles in it now. Can we apply those styles in my pages now? Are you guys clearer or not? What I'm telling you, I will give you one predefined CSS file. Can I use the CSS file in the project and apply those styles in to my pages now? They're clear? That is what Bootstrap is. That is what Bootstrap is. What is Bootstrap? You might not learn in your classes. You thought about Bootstrap? No? Yeah. Bootstrap is a ready-made CSS. It's a ready-made CSS. Download that and apply the styles directly. The whole industry today depends upon this Bootstrap styling only. Are you clearer or not? The concept of the Bootstrap is that only. What is that? It is a ready-made CSS file which is available. Just simply download Bootstrap in your projects now, and automatically you can drag and drop that file on your, write the link tag. How do you link a CSS file? Link relation is equals to style sheet. Right now, just use that and start applying the styles in your application so that all controls will have that style now. The whole industry today depends on this Bootstrap. Actually, this Bootstrap is designed by Twitter. Yeah, it's a product of the Twitter. It is designed by Twitter. Okay. So we can just download this and use it. How to download Bootstrap? If I ask you to download, all of you, downloading is very simple. You go Google search download. Correct now? Okay. That's a very simple process. But tell me one thing. When you download on a machine, you download Bootstrap on your machines now. You have 10 projects. You have 10 projects. You want these particular files in all the 10 projects. You want the files in all the 10 projects. Do you copy the Bootstrap files into the project or do you link them directly from your hard disk? Did you understand my question? My question is, listen again carefully. I downloaded Bootstrap on my system. That is downloaded into downloads folder. I have 10 different projects. I want to use Bootstrap in all the 10 now. Will you copy these files into all the 10 projects or will you directly refer to the downloads folder and use it? Refer to? Wrong. Wrong. Why, sir? Tomorrow when you copy your project to a public server, then how will you get Bootstrap there? You will link it to your machine now. Bootstrap should be copied into every project. How many projects you have in every project, Bootstrap should be present. Did you understand my point or not? It is not the desktop application. The desktop application you put on a public folder and access it. No, it's a web application. Understand the architecture first. It's a web application. You cannot put in a central location and access in multiple places now. Every project requires Bootstrap to be installed in itself now. Got it or not? Okay. So now I install Bootstrap. Afterwards, I need to copy all of them into my project now. Now the challenge is, so we'll copy them, but which file should be copied into which location? That's all confusing again now. The Bootstrap gives you a lot of files here. After downloading, you'll have a doubt which file should be copied into which location, how to consume. There's all a confusion. Without that confusion only, we are provided with NuGet Package Manager. We already used it. Do you remember? NuGet Package Manager. What is the NuGet Package Manager? The NuGet Package Manager is a tool that is built into your Visual Studio, which will search online for the required packages, downloads, and installs them for you on your project. Are you getting me? I want to use Bootstrap in my project now. I need to download and install Bootstrap. Tomorrow you create another project again, you should download and install now. Did you understand my point or not? Okay, and to help you, Microsoft has given you a tool called as NuGet Package Manager. And I hope you guys remember, we already discussed about this earlier. How to use the NuGet Package Manager? Go to Tools, NuGet Package Manager, manage NuGet packages for solution. Manage NuGet packages for solution. Second option. Okay, select that. And when you click on that, it opens you the NuGet Package Manager. And right now, what it shows you, installed packages. If there are updates to the installed packages, it will show you. Consolidated means all at one place. And if at all you want to install a new package, browse. You go to browse and search for what you want. What I want? Bootstrap. Search for Bootstrap. Bootstrap by the Bootstrap authors. Bootstrap framework in CSS include JavaScript. And it includes JavaScript also, and the current latest version is 5.3.2. Is that clear? Now I want to install this. Where do you want to install? Say, in your solution, you'll have only one project or multiple projects. You can tell now in which project you want to install Bootstrap now. Right now, I have only one project, but going forward, there can be multiple projects in the solution now. Are you getting my point? Okay. So what should I do? I'm here. select your project. Right now, one only. Tomorrow, 10 are there. All the 10 projects will come here on the list now. You can select which project you want to install and install it. Okay, selecting it and click on install button. And when you, before I click on the install button, let me show you. When you install Bootstrap, it will add you two folders to you. One is content folder. Second one is scripts folder. Starting the MVC architecture folder structure, I explained all these things to you. Two folders are created. One is content and one is scripts. These two folders will be added in the project and copies you the appropriate files into the folders now. Data, come on, let us do it. Install. Folder which contains all the CSS files, and second one is scripts folder which contains the required JS files. These are the Bootstrap JS files now. Is that clear? Okay, these are automatically created. Now, to use this Bootstrap in your page, I want to use Bootstrap here. Go to the head section and write the link tag now. How do you write link? href is equals to part of the file. Rel Arial is equals to style sheet. Correct now? No need all the nonsense. Go to content folder. Go to your Bootstrap file. Simply drag and drop. Okay, file. When you're dragging and dropping, all of you listen. We have two files here. One is bootstrap.css. One is bootstrap.min.css. Drag and drop this min.css file. What is this min.css? I'll explain you in a concept called minification and bundling. We'll talk about it later. We'll talk about that. What you require to download and install? Min.css. Okay. So simple. Drag it and drop it. Exit fan on చేయలేదా? Exit fan ఎందుకు ఆపారు? ఎక్కడున్నాయి? యా ఆన్ దండి. రేపు ప్రాజెక్ట్ మార్చమని చెప్పండి. అనిపించట్లేదు వెనకట్లో ఉన్న వాళ్ళకి. అనుకుంటా. I want to use Bootstrap. See, simple. What is that? Drag and drop. See that in writing of the code now. href. On say the first two project folder. Next content. Next bootstrap.min.cs. Relation is equals to style sheet. Yeah, it's writing out the code now. Well, min.css like it's a compressed version, just like zip. You do zipping now, same it's a compressed version. We have a topic here, we'll talk on it. Minification and bundling. I'll explain you there what exactly is min.css. Even though you drag and drop CSS also it works. Even though you drag and drop min.css also it works. Now, Bootstrap is automatically coming up. Now, what about the class names, sir? Actually, you're not a UI designer, guys. It's the job of the UI designer to do all the designing work and all for you. But initially as a developer, one of the Bootstrap classes means thousands of classes are there. No one knows all these things. What to do? Just Google and search, that's all. Google and search. Bootstrap classes for text box. Bootstrap classes for text box. When you go to it, it will take you to the Get Bootstrap site or otherwise. Any of the sites here, WP systems, Bootstrap form, inputs, click on that, and it will show you the different ways of creating the text box. There is a class called form control. And you can just try here how it comes and all. You can just check it out. Otherwise, just a minute. Go to this site only. What site? Get Bootstrap. Get Bootstrap. If you go to Get Bootstrap, it will give you the complete code. I want to get a login page. See, login page code is ready here. Scroll down. That is the HTML. That is the HTML. And see the classes, what it is using. It is using some classes for Bootstrap here. What are they? Form control. Form control. And here also, like small, big size control, big size text boxes, different options will be available. You can just check it out, scrolling down for options, everything. These are for creating a drop down list. Say sizing. Bigger size, medium, small size. All options are shown here, see. If you want a bigger size, form control -LC, normal, form control, smaller, form control -SM, small. LG is large and SM is small. Like three default text options. You want read only? How to make it read only? There's the same read only option only. Nothing new. You can just scroll here, see button coming up with a style now without writing any code. Check boxes for radio buttons, everything you'll be finding here. Okay, going forward, I will be showing you different options to you. I want to apply a Bootstrap class here. Okay, let me run it first. What is it? Where? Call them. Call him here. Just call him. Sparks వస్తున్నాయండి అందులో ఏ ఫ్యాన్ అర్థమవుతుంది Madhundaran, electrician. Yeah. I want to do some styling for this buttons, guys. I want to do some styling for these buttons. Watch. Class is equals to Intelligence Works, showing you all the Bootstrap classes here. Okay. Say DTN hyphen primary. This is one style. Style applied. You automatically got your styling code now. What did you write here? You did not write any code at all. Simply you downloaded a third party and just trying to apply the style code for it. Okay. So here, when you are typing, Intelligence will show you the different options to you. Danger, dark, blue, different options, light. See, I used this one primary, same way we have secondary, success, warning, different options are there. I want to use danger. You get a red color. We just get in a red color. You can just apply the styles. Just only thing is you need to Google for the names of the styles. That's all. That is easy now. Without writing a lot of coding, you set for the style names and apply. That is easy now. That's what we can just use here. I'm using hyphen primary. And here I want to say BTN hyphen hyphen secondary. For this label, I want to apply a style now. Just a second. Yeah. I have two different styles for the two different buttons. For the label, I want to apply a style. For a label, I want to apply a style. How to apply? Guys, it's a method now. Array, comma, see that. We can pass the HTML attributes now. How do you write? New, new, open the curly braces, and now write your style names. What is it? Class is equals to. But what is it? Your class is a C sharp keyword. Wherever you come across C sharp keywords at the rate, class is equals to. You can apply some bootstrap style. There is a bootstrap style called text-info. Color change. Color change here. Okay, you have some different options available. Text info, text change, red color, text primary. We have different options that you can try up here. For this label also, you want to comma, new, open the curly braces, at the rate class is equals to. Here also I'm saying text hyphen info. But both I'm using the same style. From now, different bootstrap classes I'll show you in different scenarios to you. Okay, no worries. But how to apply to the HTML control class is equals to. If HTML helper understood how to write, you're required to pass that value as an anonymous type, as a anonymous type. New open the curly braces and give anonymous types. How do you create? No curly brace, key is equals to value, key is equals to value. That's what now. But the key class is a C sharp keyword. That's why we use at the rate. But for normal keys, I don't require to give that at the rate now. See, there's the key called placeholder. Placeholder is not a C sharp keyword. How do you write? Directly I can write. Read only. Read only is a C sharp keyword again. Array, we have keyword called read only. So again I should write at the rate read only. For keywords only at the rate is required. Otherwise at the rate is not required. Are you clear working with the NuGet package manager? Yes or not? Starting from Visual Studio 2017, right now you're seeing 2022, but from 2017, Microsoft has given us one more option to install these libraries called as client-side libraries. They've given you another option to install called as client-side libraries. So two tools are available. One is NuGet Package Manager. Second one is client-side libraries. This client-side libraries was a new option Microsoft added in 2017. But drawback is you can use it only for client libraries only, in the sense JavaScript, jQuery, Bootstrap, but you cannot install any server libraries by using that. The name itself is telling you what is it. But that can be used for installing server libraries also, client libraries also. Are you getting me? Maximum we will use NuGet only, but that option is also there. So let me show you how to use a client-side library tool also. Okay, but I'm showing you now, and this is the first time and this is the last time. I will always go for using only NuGet package. Just to give an idea, if tomorrow required anywhere, how to use it. For that reason only I'm showing you. And to do that, first let me uninstall Bootstrap. Let me uninstall Bootstrap. How to uninstall? Same process. Go to NuGet, uninstall. Project running. No, it did not uninstall. Okay. I deleted in the run mode. It did not work. remote. The mistake is first the project is running. I tried to uninstall. It was not able to delete the files. Yeah, delete it. Bootstrap is not there now. Okay. So how to use the second tool? What is that? Client side library. How to use it is right click on the project. And here you'll be finding an option. Add client side library. Add client side library. See the first option. Are you clear? Client side library. Click on it. It opens a window and it will ask you some few options here. From where should I download? From where should I download? Yeah, for downloading, some location should be there now. So there is a concept called as CDN. What is this CDN? We call it as Content Delivery Network. What is it? Content Delivery Network. It's a central repository where libraries are posted generally. It's a central repository where libraries are posted generally. So by default, it is taking a location called CDN.js. That's one predefined provider here. It provides you all the libraries now. Multiple options are there. File system, JS delivery, unplugged, unpkj. These are all third-party providers. They're all the third-party providers. You can use anything. What is the default? Leave the same only. Don't change anything. Simply leave it CDN.js. Next, library. Type it now. Twitter. Can you see that? Twitter Bootstrap. Automatically it's showing the version also. And guys, if you want an old version, when you type at the rate, till now, how many versions are present in Bootstrap? All the versions are listed for you here. But by default, it is taking the latest version. If you want the old version, at the rate, and you will get the list, choose whatever you want. Okay, let me go with the latest only. Let me go with the latest. You don't require to type all these things, ma'am. Simply Bootstrap, select it. Now it's asking you, do you want to include all the files or you want to choose any specific files? No, I want all the files. Next, what is the target location you want to install? Where exactly are you planning to install? Install for me in the content folder. Install for me in the content folder. And under that, create a folder called Twitter Bootstrap and just copy me all the files into that location. Simply go and say install. Check. Content, Twitter Bootstrap, CS files, JS files, everything is copied here only now. Scripts folder is not there now. Did you notice? No scripts folder. Directly in the content only, Twitter Bootstrap is downloaded. CS, JS, every file has been downloaded off into that location. Are you clear? Next step, same only, drag and drop the file here. The next step is same, drag and drop the file, whatever you want to use. Okay, guys, when you do this, all of you careful, it will add you a new file called as libman.json. What is this, sir? Library manager.json. Library manager.json. If you open that file, it will store you the information for you here. What is it? The current version of it 1.0. And the provider, what it has used is CDN.js, and it has installed you the Twitter Bootstrap into so-and-so destination. Did you guys understand me? That is what exactly it will show you like this. Okay, tomorrow I installed jQuery in my computer. I installed jQuery. It will add you one more element, one more thing there. Say libraries, it's an array. Under that, we have this option. So if I install another library, like a jQuery library, comma, again it will write you library from where it has downloaded now. Are you getting me? Guys, I want to install jQuery. What I want to install? jQuery. Where you want to install? Destination, which folder? Like just like a content folder. Now I want scripts. Which folder? Scripts. Under that, create a folder called jQuery and install. If I install, listen carefully. If I install jQuery, it will be this one now. But now I only added now. Hey, if I install jQuery, it will add for me now. But now I only type all these things. Correct or not? Just a second. Do you have the scripts folder in the project? No, no. Yeah. Let me click on the save. Let me click on the save. No need to open it again and again. Second time onwards, if I modify the file, that will automatically come up. See? Did you guys understand it or not? No, sir. This typing is complex for me. I'm telling you to use it. Use the same process. Okay? Open the tool, select from there what you want to install it to do. Or otherwise, simply come here, write it here, it will install. Okay, now you can see. I am deleting this. I am deleting this. Save. Yes, no, something's happening. It's not opening this. That. Yeah, inside that method, intelligence will not work. What happened? Three. Nothing is working. Hang up here. What happened? Studio got hanged. Okay. Actually, when I deleted, I don't know why it got hanged. Automatically delete off that also now. If I add here, it will install off. If I delete here, it will automatically delete there also. Are you guys clearer or not? Okay, let me close the studio. Okay. Nothing is working. Not opening. Nothing is opening. I'm trying to kill it. Task manager is also not opening here. I'm telling you that only. Task manager is also not working. Okay. Yeah. So I deleted off the scripts folder. See, where is content? Everything is deleted. Restore operation going on. Okay. You see, sketch folder is not deleted, but the contents are deleted. Oh, spelling mistake. Okay. The sketch folder is not deleted, but the contents are deleted here automatically. Yeah, you go and delete that appropriate folder. But when I write again, automatically it will create you. What to do I said you? Comma, curly braces, copy this to as it is, paste here, library. What do you want to install? I want to install the jQuery library. So select jQuery to automatically take the version now. The latest is that one. Location where you want to install scripts folder. Okay, scripts folder in a folder called as jQuery is what I want to install. And simply click on the save. Once you click save, jQuery install. Where is it installed? Under a scripts folder. Now come back, delete this. Let's hope it won't hang. Worked. Folder is left out, but the files are deleted. All files are deleted now. Okay. So we can use these two tools here. Two tools. One is library manager. Second one. The second one is NuGet package manager. Two tools are there. Library manager, NuGet package manager. The drawback of the library manager is library manager can be used only for client side libraries, cannot be used for server side. Okay, but if at all you will use a NuGet package manager, NuGet package manager will work for both. The NuGet package manager will work for both. But library manager will add you a file called libman.json. So what is the JSON and all? We will learn about this going forward in detail about this libman and all. But whatever you want, you try anything you want. Is that clear? I uninstall one more time. I'll go to tools. But I said you maximum. I will prefer only NuGet package manager than the library manager. What do you want to install? Bootstrap. The first link only, guys. So many options will come. The first link only. If you take the latest only, if you want the old versions and all the things will be shown here. See, it will take the latest. You want older? Option there. You can use a drop down there. It will show you all the old versions what are available. By default, it will take you the latest version and installs on your system. Okay. So again, you can see content folder, skills folder. Here we have all the Bootstrap files installed, and here we have all the JS files installed. Hope you are clear how to use. Yeah, I just after doing all these things here, note if you want to use Bootstrap for styling of HTML in views, we need to install Bootstrap in our projects. And this can be done using two different ways. NuGet package manager. And first I explained what is NuGet. Yeah, I read it. Once you go read it. What is NuGet? How to use the NuGet package manager. And second option, library manager. And these are the options you specified here. Provide a library 5.3.2 only. Okay. Include all the libraries and target location, content, Bootstrap. So just it will install you, and this action will create you a file, libmen.json, and this is the content you will find in the file now. What is the version, what is the provider, what libraries have you installed, and all the things you can find here. Choice is yours here. Whatever you want, you can just use. And finally, what I done for the label, I used text info. For a text box, I used a placeholder. Okay, now again for this label also I used a bootstrap class. Next text box placeholder. For submit, I used a BTN success. BTN success. Try out different options of the success, primary, secondary, danger. Try different, just an R&D. Okay, you can put in the run mode. Put in the run mode, modify, save, go and refresh. It will change now. No need to run the project every time. Automatically, HTML changes will be reflecting. Just put in the run mode. You make the change in the studio, save it, go to browser, refresh it. You will see the changes. Clear? And the next 2 pages, what we created are success and failure. The success page and the failure page. And start your execution from here. Account login. Clearer? Understood HTML helpers? Are you clearer or not? This is all about the HTML helpers and how do we use. So going forward, in the case of HTML controls, we try using HTML helpers. Try all these things. Tomorrow I'll show you strongly typed HTML helpers. You know HTML helpers now? Strongly typed HTML helpers are also same only. One difference, that's all. Okay, let's stop here. We can tomorrow. Anything can be used here. Nothing like when do you use library manager, when do you use NuGet. We can use either NuGet or we can use either library. Both are same. Yes, ma'am. The inside of the method IntelliSense will not work. Prasad, I already set about this for you earlier. If you have taken MVC project, you will get it automatically. That's a different style of coding. They're giving you 2 ways of writing the code. You can either write, Vanaja, look, this is one style of coding. This is another style of coding. They're giving you an option to write it any of the 2 ways, either in the first way or either in the second way. Both are same only.